Okay, so I'm going to read a beautiful poem by a woman named Chelan Harkin. It's called The Crone's Cottage. When the earth shakes and foundations crumble, that's when our light is called to rise up. It's when everything falls away and shakes us to the core and awakens all of our hidden ghosts that we dig deeper to find one inaccessible strength. It's in times when division is fierce that we must reach for each other and hold each other much, much tighter. Do not fall away now. This is a time to rise. Your light is being summoned. Your integrity is being tested, that it may stand more tall. When everything collapses, we must find within us that which is indomitable. Rise and find the strength in your heart. Rise and find the strength in each other. Burn through your devastation. Make it your fuel.
I love that.
Okay.
I feel like
Go
it's so
ahead. Your
appropriate.
choice.
Okay. So I'm going to introduce Valerie Deveraux. She is a um, past life regression therapist, an international member of IBART and also of the board. Um, Her first life was as a professional in the legal field. She was a lawyer in the United States and um, lived a full and good life. And then she decided that she wanted to follow a more personal path of spiritual growth and awakening. And she is now a sacred artist with paintings and sculptures. She's also a channeler and does some amazing things with all of the tools that she has. So let us welcome Val.
Thank you,
Valerie.
Virginia. Thank you, everyone. Uh, First, I'm going to start with I'm a channel, and I just want to explain that just a little bit. We You can also use the word medium, but channel is typically somebody who connects with spirit, and there's a communication with spirit and the channel. The type of channeling or medium that I am is a considered a trance medium. So I get information. The the beings I work with, my energy goes up and their energy comes down, and we meet and connect. And so they speak through me. It's an amazing connection, amazing um, contract, I guess you could say, that we have with each other. And I started the channeling process in 1993. Um, I was told that I would be a channel, and so I started taking classes in Los Angeles with a woman who is still teaching channeling, and began my channeling journey way back then. So it's been an amazing process for me. I feel like I've grown a lot through it and learned a lot. And the being that I'm going to, that I work with now, his name is Ezekiel. He's an ascended master, which just means that he did at one time walk the earth in a body, and he's not in the reincarnational cycle any longer. So, and he's a master teacher. So that's what they mean by master. I think you'll find him very very loving, very inspirational. He's a very beautiful being. So I'll begin, and he called this talk tonight 2026, the year of moving forward. I've got little bits, I've heard little bits from him about it, but this is all new information for me too. And I'd like to invite all of you to, uh, you're welcome to ask questions, ask him questions. I think, Holly, are you going to facilitate that?
Yes. If you just raise your hand.
Okay.
Now, when do you want us to ask questions? Will there be pauses that you make, or how will we know that?
He'll pause and he'll ask, will there be questions or
Okay,
comments?
Perfect.
So then you can go ahead and ask him a question. If while he's talking you have something you really want to say, you could go ahead and do it then too. But typically he'll move through it and ask you if there's questions and comments, and it's a way to take it more in depth if you want to, or ask him things that maybe he didn't even speak about.
Okay. So I have everybody muted right now. You're all muted so that we don't have background noise. You'll have to unmute yourself if you want to ask a question after I call on you. Yes, Virginia.
Can we just type our questions in on chat?
You could, but
That would not break the flow.
what would Valerie's preference be?
Well, because I'm going to channel with my eyes closed. So if you type it in chat, I'm not going to know that there's a question. Um, I Holly could read the question if you want, but it is really nice for him to connect with your vibration, your energy by you. You could even say your name if you want to, by you asking the question yourself.
Well, I'm just realizing I'm not getting everybody on view. So if you are not on view for me at the top of the screen, I won't know that you have your hand raised. But I believe if you raise your hand on the react button, maybe we could try it. Susan, would you use the react button just so I see if it works? Raise your hand on it. Cindy's got her hand up. That worked. She popped in. You do yours too, Susan.
Yeah.
No, no, you have to do it on your react button.
Okay.
It's at the bottom. Kim's got it. Everybody see the react button at the bottom of your Zoom? Okay, Kathy's got it. So you have to hit that button with the thumb or the hand, and then you'll pop up on the screen and I can call in you. You got it, Susan. Okay.
Okay. And you can hear me okay?
Yeah, as long as you stay close to your mic, we're good.
Okay. Okay, good.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
gonna
Just give me a moment and I'll bring Ezekiel forth. Greetings, greetings, everyone. We greet you with the fullness of our heart. We are honored to be in this gathering with you. It is such a pleasure to speak and to commune with each and every one of you, because we want you to know that we are touched, that when we commune with you, not only do you feel our vibration and receive that energy from us, but we grow and expand from the energy and the vibration which each one of you carry, from the perspective that each one of you have. So we thank you for this opportunity. And we have gathered today for this momentous year, yes, momentous year, the year of the horse in the Chinese astrology, the Chinese symbolism of astrology. It is the fire horse. And so we have called this talk tonight 2026, the year of moving forward. And as we have talked in previous years, we like to choose a word to talk about the year. And this year we are using the idea of moving forward and action. This will be a year of action. And what we mean by that, it could be action of the body moving forward, taking steps. It could be action in speaking up, in using your voice, yes, taking action on your dreams, taking action on your desires, your passion, taking action, a year of action. And that is the idea of moving forward, continuing to move forward. And as you know, you are in a time of great change. This is something that has been talked about for many, many of your years. this time of change, and it is upon you, the time of great change. And for many, change can be threatening, change can be a scary time. However, we would like to remind you that you are always going through change, always going through flux. Your body, your cells are always changing, yes? There's always change going on within you that possibly you don't notice, you're not aware of. Yet it is continually changing. And this is part of what you've chosen by living this experience on the beautiful blue planet Earth. You've chosen to experience change. And we hear many of you at times saying, no, 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 this is not what I had in mind. However, yes, your souls are growing, you're expanding. And with that expansion, the universe expands too. So, first of all, standing ovation to all of you who were brave enough to be in the body at this time, who came forward to experience change, and in this year to be part of that action. So we would like to say that action can mean movement. Yes, it can mean physical movement. It can mean movement of ideas, movement of perception, movement of your home. It could mean many things by movement, by taking action, by moving forward. And we would like to remind all of you that on your spiritual paths, whether you meditate every day or you meditate 5 years ago and are thinking about starting again, or you've had a certain spiritual practice, we're just using meditation as an example. You've had a spiritual practice that you never move backwards, you only move forward. So even if some of you have felt that, I have not taken as much action as I needed to, or I have not continued on this spiritual path, or working with the angels, whatever you choose to do, that you always move forward. There is no moving backward. So remember to breathe, remember to relax, remember that moving forward, that you may be further along that path than you realize, that you have not moved backwards at all. And your guides want you to know this. This is important for you. It's something that humans tend to think, well, I've stopped that practice, so what's the use? No, we want to remind you that you do not fall backwards, you can only move forward. So that is just our loving reminder to you that you are all in the perfect place at the perfect time in your growth. Yes? Yes. And as you move forward this year, you will find that it being a year of fire, that there will be more fire in this year. This will be a year of heat, of temperaments, of fire, of possibly fire in the sense of wildfire. Yes, there may be wildfire. There may be volcanoes, more volcanoes this year. There will be tempers flaring. There may be other types of fire. It is that type of a year. However, this is not to, we are not sharing this with you to put you in fear, but to have you think about the idea of fire and what fire represents in your life. What does fire represent? Does it represent warmth? Does it represent heat? Is it represent that fire burning within you, the passion to create? We all have a certain fire within, yes? And that fire can be very, very positive and can move forward in positive ways. And so we are reminding you that with this year of fire, that there are ways to cool the fire also. Yes, ways that we can put out fires, ways that we can be the firefighter, ways that we can work with fire in responsible ways. And so it may be something you would want to think about in your daily lives. How does fire serve me? Am I too quick to be angry when driving my car and someone cuts me off? Do I create that fire within me at times and I can look at that? There may be ways in which you look at the fire within you. For others, it will be kindling the fire within you. How can I be more creative? How can I move forward with my passion? How can I assist others in service, in need, in my community? How can I, whatever it is, build my community, build relationships with family? It may be a kindling of fire for you. So you will have the opportunity in this year to kindle the fire within you in very positive and meaningful ways. So as you see fire at times, we will call it fire, erupting in different ways around you, how can I address that? How can I be one that channels the fire into positive aspects, into aiding the raising of vibration in my community? How can I aid that by channeling the fire around me? Yes, there are many ways that we can do that, that we can channel that fire. And we're using the word fire to mean many things, which I'm sure you all are aware of. And so it is for you to discern what that looks like for you. For some, it will be having a voice and standing up to protest. For others, it will be channeling a writing that they've never written before, or a song, or music, or something creative in other ways. It may be cooking and thinking about the fire, the oven, the temperature. It may be a chemist thinking about the heat of the experience, of the experiment and the experience, yes. So fire can be looked at in many different forms, many different aspects. And fire cannot always be easily controlled either, can it? So that's what we mean by using it responsibly, kindling it responsibly, feeling what is in your highest good, in the highest good of your community, for you to use that fire and move forward in this year. So there are many probabilities, as you all know. There are many things that have greater probability, lesser probability, and you all are creators. You are creators of your reality. You have the ability to move forward into alternate realities, alternate perspectives, alternate views of the world. And so we would say, as you move forward in this year, do it thinking very clearly about the fire, about that fire within you and the fire without. And how can you channel that to make your world better? How can you channel that to aid your community, to aid those who you feel are in need? So as you continue to move through this year, like we said, there will be instances of fire, of some will be natural, some will be man-made. Some will be, much of it will feel that it is coming from you at times from many different directions. And so your guides are reminding you that you have the ability to look in other directions, to turn off the news at times. You have the ability to look within, to go within, to work on your own kindling of your fire within. You have the ability to work with the fire in this year. It may, for some, it may be a very easy thing to do, and they will feel very comfortable working with the fire, working with the movement of that energy. For others, it may not come as naturally, but that is okay. That is okay. We all have different paths. We all have different abilities. We all have different talents. So we would remind you to go within that even though your neighbor may be handling it one way, that does not negate the beauty of your own soul and your own path. So you may choose to handle it a different way, and you may have a different perspective, which is your gift to humanity, yes? All the different perspectives that make up this humanity. It's a beautiful gift that you all have to share. And as you kindle that passion within you, as you light that fire within you, move forward into this year, knowing that there may be times that it feels daunting, yet you all have that ability within you to work with the fire, to call on your guides, to call on those in spirit. Yes, you have that ability. They are with you at all times. However, they will not interfere. You must ask, you must reach out if you choose to. If you feel that need, please reach out. And as the next few years, you will see that veil between spirit and humanity on earth is becoming thinner and thinner. And I'm sure many of you have felt this, have experienced this, have experienced the synchronicities, have experienced the communion, have experienced beautiful, beautiful insights from spirit. And there is more to come. There is much more to come. So in this year, kindle that fire within you. Continue to move forward, because there is no falling backwards. It's always moving forward. So no beating yourself up for what you may have felt was a break somewhere in your spiritual path or in your studies, because you were always moving forward. Yes. And with that, we would love to commune with you, and we ask if there are any questions or comments for us.
Raise your hand if you have questions. Kim.
This doesn't have to do with any of that, but I just had a question about our imagination. If you could just talk about the gift of our imagination.
Yes.
And how that can help us.
Yes. Wow. The imagination, yes. What is the first letter in imagination? It's I. I. Yes? I. And it's also image. And it's also nation. So we have the word I and image and nation. So that tells us that this is something within you, something that you image. It's part of you, and that imagination is it is part of being human. Yes, that imagination. And we would ask you, Kim, do you feel that you are using your imagination to its fullest?
No. No.
And so we would invite you to each day play with that, play with your imagination, play with that feeling. Many of us have felt as a child we had much imagination, but as an adult, maybe not as much. Not everyone, but many people have this sense, this feeling. So we would ask you and others to pick a time to think about how it felt as a child, at a time when you were very happy, when you were playful, when you were using your imagination. Think of a time when you used your imagination. Use that time, and we feel, Kim, that you write, that you are a writer, that journaling is something you enjoy doing. You like words. Write down thoughts, write any thoughts that come to you. And many of you, I would say all of you, are able to channel your guides, your higher self. You are able to feel that within your imagination. You can start by asking a question, any question, writing it down on the paper, and then using your imagination, allowing whatever words come up, any words at all that come up, and write them down. It may be a question you have, it may be a poem that you want to create, it may be a story. It could be many, many things. And as you daydream, allow yourself to daydream, that will come through as what we say, imagination. Yes, you imagine, you image it, it comes through. And so this imagination is a very, very powerful tool. It's a powerful tool that you have that connects you with your higher self. And as you, it's similar to a sense. So you think about your sight or your hearing or your taste, yes, smell. It's similar to a sense. And as you give yourself time to imagine, to go into that state of like a daydream, not so deep that you are falling asleep, but just lightly imagining. And you will find you will receive messages from your higher self. And many, many of, we would say most all creative people on earth use that imagination, yes. they're using that imagination, which is a connection to their higher self, coming through as stories, as pictures, as words, as songs, as music, many, many things. It could be a recipe for something. It could be for sewing or a photo they wish to take of someone. Use that imagination, feel a, much of it is allowing, yes, allowing yourself that opportunity to receive. Even
We
your,
have another question when you're ready. Okay.
and we are ready, yes. Does that answer
Okay.
that for you, Kim?
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Is it okay if I interrupt you, Ezekiel?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Chris has a question.
Yeah, hi, Ezekiel. You mentioned that this year is the year of fire, and I'm wondering how many different types of years are there, and do they alternate? Is it fire, earth, air, and water? And when were the last fire years to kind of give us a clue of what to expect?
Yes. Well, how it works with the Chinese astrology, yes, there are 12 animals. One is a fantastical um fantasy dragon. The others are animals that you are very familiar with on Earth. And so it's a 12-year cycle. And with the fire, metal, wood, and I believe water, there are, it gives different tendencies. And so I believe it is a 60-year cycle. You can look this up. I believe the cycles are then 60-year cycles. And so the fire horse, you would have to count back 60 years. And I believe that was in the 40, no, 60 years would be in the 50s, 1960. So you will see that it was 1966 then, yes? So you can look at the cycles that way. However, what we would also like to remind you is that you can create anything with your year, with your world. This is some of the tendencies that you will see this year. It doesn't mean there won't be fire in other years, which there has been. However, this year has a propensity for it. Yes, a propensity for fire. And so by using that propensity, you can propel yourselves forward in many, many ways. So, as we said, as you kindle the fire within you, as you look at maybe you want to speak up more, maybe you want to write, maybe you want to create something, yes, you use that fire within you, kindling it to propel you forward in this year, and you will find yourself moving faster in this year by using that energy that this year has a propensity for. Do you understand that?
Well, a little bit, but when you mentioned fire horse, so that means the other fire years were associated with a different animal. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us just what was 2025, just to give a little flavor for a little more understanding of?
2025, let me think about what 2025 was, year of the snake. And 2025 represented shedding skin, shedding old beliefs, shedding that which doesn't work for you any longer. And so as you shed, uh, and they have a 20, the cycle begins in February. So you're still in the snake year, that we will say the tail end, yes, tail end of the snake. it's been about shedding. So you can look back and think about, what did I let go of? What did not serve me any longer? What did I shed in this last year? And what do I still want to shed? What do I want to let go of before I move into this year of moving forward? Yes. So um, each one is a symbol, it's a way, it's a permission slip. As you may have heard others talk about permission slips, it is a way to allow yourself to um, receive and to, again, we will say, move forward. Be flexible with this. Be flexible in this year. Allow yourself to move forward and to bend, allowing that flexibility while you work with kindling the fire, keeping the fire at just the right temperature for you so that it makes it smoother for you to move forward in this year.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
More questions? Or any comments? Ezekiel, there don't seem to be any more questions at this time.
That is fine. We would just like to say to each and every one of you that you have the power within you to create many things in this year, it being a year of moving forward, a year of listening to your guidance, listening to your inner self, a year of stoking that fire within. And as you kindle that fire and move forward, you will find that things speed up, that many things will happen with synchronicity and will happen quicker and quicker. You will find yourself manifesting in ways that you may never have dreamed of. And so take it at your own pace. Feel
Okay.
within yourself, yes. Take it at your own pace. Take it at your level, your comfort level of kindling that fire within you. And think about what that means to you and for you to kindle that fire. And you will find yourself propelling and moving and growing in ways that are beyond your dreams. So we thank you all. And if there are no further questions, go in peace.
Kathy had a question a moment ago.
Yes, Kathy.
Kathy, you still have a question?
I just had a comment of how honored I am to have you here, Ezekiel, and how beautiful your words are and how meaningful they were to me personally on an extremely personal level, which I find to be just fascinating and beautiful. And I'm honored that you're here, and I thank you for your words.
Oh, Kathy, we thank you from the depth of our heart, and we want you to know that that gratitude that you feel is reflected to us, and we all are reflecting it back 100-fold to all of you. We feel that ripple, yes, that ripple of love, of connection, of joy and gratitude from each one of you. And we are so honored to be a part of your journey. And we again want to acknowledge with standing ovation that you all are amazing beings. You've chosen this time to be here on earth, and we thank you for the expansion that you are aiding in in our universe, in our world, and our souls are expanding exponentially with you. And so please call on us, call on your guides, call on any of the master teachers, any of the great beings who have walked the earth, any of the great beings who are from other planets, yes, call on them. It is their joy and their honor to connect with you and to work with you, each one of you. And you all have that ability. We will say it again. You all have that ability to channel, to connect, and it doesn't have to be vocal channeling. It can be through music, it can be through art, poetry, writing, it can be automatic writing, it can be through thoughts at times. So please reach out. We will not interfere with you, but you are welcome to reach any that are on Spirit's side, and we are all honored to be a part of this journey together. Thank you so much. Are there any other comments? Then we thank you and we bless you. And it was with great gratitude that we have participated with you today, and we hope to speak with you all again. Thank you so much. Good night. Okay. All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
Valerie, would the board members please stay a little bit longer today, just for a quick check-in?
Mhm.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Have a good
See
night,
you next
everyone.
time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Wow. I'm buzzing from that.
No, it's
Yeah,
information. Sometimes it takes a little bit just to sit with it.
yeah. Thank you so much.
I wanna share something
I'm
that
gonna turn the recording off.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
for reminding me.
I want to share something that I experienced while you were channeling, Val, and it's private, so I wanted to share it with my friends, not everybody. But you gave the year 1966